This is the video on data for the Change Picture game. I'm going to start by clicking on Program in the red stripe to see the programs. Here we see the instructions for the main program, but I want to go to those in subprogram 1, so I'm going to click on subprogram 1. Here is the beginning of subprogram 1. And I'm going to click on a particular instruction here to put it up on the top here in update mode. Alright, here it is, the set instruction. It says first it wants to know the result value, and now it is set to swap trees. Well, if I wanted to change that, I would click there. It says, well, you can put any one of the register names in that position. You could put any one of the variable names in that position. You could put any list name in that position. And down here are what called the app list and then the given list. All those are numbers, so it's all acceptable for them to be placed in this position. I'm going to leave it swap trees, and I'm going to go on to the offset here. Here it said the offset was 1. Well, it shows us the list of swap trees. Here are the 6 of them. And it also highlights the one that we've already selected at offset 1, 483. And here you see the instruction here has already been executed, so it already put 483 at offset 1 in swap trees. All right. This has to tell you about how the data got there. Well, I'm going to quit this. I'm going to go back to executing the program. Here in the red stripe is where the data option is. I'm going to click on data. Now it shows me the registers, the global ones, the main ones, the sub-registers, the local registers, and the variables, so forth. Right now, it's showing here the variables. It says that game number is set to 0. Was game number is also 0. The value of task is, well, it keeps changing. It adds to it like 20 times a second. The value of once is set to 1. It's 0 when the program started, but it wanted to set this one down here called wait ticks to 30. The very first time, so it would give it time to read in all the pictures before it tried to show the pictures on the screen. The next one, show answer, is 0, meaning it's not showing answers, and we didn't see any answers when we looked at the screen. And here's the wait ticks. Well, those are the variables. Well, we also know that there were some work lists. I'm going to click now on work lists. And here are the work lists. This first one is where the picture numbers are for the picture on the left. So I'll click on that, and here we see. There are the picture numbers. I'm going to just click here for return. Then the values for X and Y for the pictures. Here's the X values. And I'll click the Y values. There are the Y values. Then here's the swap trees. Well, we looked at that list already. There are the 6 swap trees. Then we have the changed picture numbers. Well, here they are. And remember, 6 of these are different from the original picture numbers because they're the answer trees. Well, we'll return from there. After that, we have the X and Y values for the answers. Well, we'll go to the X values. Notice there's only 6 of them because there are only 6 trees in the answer. We'll return the Y values. There they are. We'll return. After that, there's a list called the found list. Well, we'll click on that. Oh, I don't think I clicked the right place. Found list. There we go. They're all 0 because none of them have been found yet. We didn't see any of them marked with a yellow circle, meaning they were found. Now here's where I accidentally clicked before, and that's the X value of the line It draws in the middle of the screen between the two pictures. There are the X values, and here are the Y values, 30 and 410. Alright, those are the work lists. Now, what we could do is we could run the program and see if we could change this one about found. I'm going to click on found again. Right now, they're all 0. Well, I'm going to click off data. And I'm going to cheat again. I'm going to ask, well, where are the trees? There they are. I'm going to click on one of them. I'll click on this one. And now I'll go back to data again. Ah, now one of them is marked as having been found. There it is. Alright, I'm going to click this again. Now if I go and start clicking on all of them, and I don't have to click them on this side, I could click them on this side. Just go back to data again. Now you'll see all 6 of them are marked with 1s. Now I'm going to return. Now there's only one page that has text in it, and that's this one, the app page that gets saved with the program. I'm going to ask to see the app page. I'm going to click on page A. In page A, in the beginning, we see 395, which is the color of change picture up here, and then the text change picture. That's what put this up here. Next, we see the text for game number. Well, we saw that on the screen. Next to that was the toggle the answer on and off. We needed that text. And finally, we needed the text, you found all of them. Notice these are all separated by 2 vertical bars. That's to keep these fields from running into each other. You can't type in one of them and cause the data to be pushed over into another one. Alright. We'll click return from there. We'll click off data. This is the end of the video for data for change picture game.